Hey, it's Stacy.
Hey, it's Hannah.
And this is
The Debrief Sesh.
And we have...
Ricchaardo.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
guys.
for coming on as our guest.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing to be here.
So how do we know each other? We recently met at Sweet Revenge's release party. And yeah.
You came up to us and we were like, oh my God, we know you.
Yeah. We know you too.
No, exactly. I came up to them because I was actually like, I've seen their clips. I've seen all your clips on Instagram, talking about boy troubles. And I was just like, I kind of exposed myself really just with having you on my For You page. I'm not gay.
So a lot of men watch our channel too.
But obviously my algorithm thinks that I need the insider knowledge.
Yeah, you do have great takes.
Yeah, right.
Hot takes.
So correct. I came up to you guys, I was sipping on my melon soda. And I was just like, hey, I know y'all.
And I was like, we know you.
Me too.
Yeah. No, that was a good night. That was a really nice event. Shout out to Sweet Revenge. That was a great night. I'm not really a going out type of person, but that was a great event. The music was good.
It was good.
For sure.
Yeah, it was a nice conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, lots of high quality people there.
Yes, including us.
Including you guys.
Okay, for sure. Then I think we can get started. Ma, we would like our viewers to know more about you.
Yeah.
What do you do? Well, we know you do comedy, but when someone asks you, like, what do you do? What do you usually say? What's, like, the one-liner that you tell them?
Content creator?
Content creator. Content creator is what I'm mainly known for. But there's a lot of other things that I'm kind of progressing towards. So I'm also a music producer.
Yes, we saw that.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Yeah, music.
But you do like comedy songs too, right?
That's just for when I'm bored. But I actually do serious music as well. Yeah. So I kind of separate it, which is why a lot of people I don't like to get it too involved with the comedy brand unless it's a comedy song, so that people can actually separate the two art forms, So yeah, I do comedy, I do stand-up, obviously content creation, imitating Japanese girls in a wig.
So funny.
Yeah, and then I do some screenwriting as well. So I'm working towards writing a show, like a comedy drama.
In Japan?
It's gonna be based in Japan for the idea that I'm working on. Yeah, it's gonna be based in Japan. It's gonna start in London and then come to Japan. Yeah. And then I also there's one more thing. Oh, acting. Acting is something that I'm kind of working towards as well. Got a few really nice opportunities lined up for the end of the year.
Nice. Okay.
So,
I feel like because your content that you the Japanese,
it's so immersive, like your skits.
Yeah.
So
I get a bit carried away.
I would imagine it translates well on the screen too.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely realized I have a knack for it. So some people were kind enough to give me some opportunities here. I did a few auditions and they were impressed with what I could like naturally do. So yeah, that basically sums it up. There's just stand-up, also stand-up, there's content creation, screenwriting, music production, acting. So all-round creative career is what I'm going for.
What did you start first? Like what got you into this world of like creative stuff?
It was TikTok. It was TikTok from like 2020 COVID
times.
So you started during COVID?
Literally, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's like, some people are like, I wish I started during the COVID days. Because that's when things
everyone was
picked
online.
up.
Exactly.
But you did it. Like there are so many people that are like, fuck, I should have done it.
It's never too late. But yeah, that was like, it was very fast. My growth was very fast because everyone was just, I think I was one of the first people to do the whole
Japanese.
Whatever you want to call it. I don't know what to call it. But I was like the only one who was doing it. So it picked up really quick. As soon as people could see that I could speak Japanese, that was like a good hook for Japan fans and weebs. They were like, oh my God, you can speak Japanese, it's so cool. And then, people just kind of followed me for that. And then they stayed for the comedy, I think. Yeah, once it kind of evolved into comedy.
So how do you speak Japanese so well?
I can't really even speak that well, to be honest.
But you have like 結構 accent とかあんまない。
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'm just good at imitating and pretending that I
But
can.
that's all what it is.
I mean, yeah,
Till you
pretty
make
much.
it, kind
Yeah,
of.
it's just exactly. But I did study. I taught myself from like 2014 to 2017 for like 3 years. I was just kind of got obsessed over it, just because I was bored and I thought it would be a cool party trick to just impress.
Just like whip out your
Japanese.
Yeah. I was just like, hey, I've got nothing else going for me right now. I'm a bored college student. Let me just learn some Japanese.
Is that from like, did you like Japanese culture, like anime?
No.
What made you choose Japanese?
I don't know if you guys are familiar with a drama called Heroes.
Yeah,
Yeah. It wasn't even him. It was it was
the
that
OG
it
one
was
or
the
something?
white guy. It was Claire's dad, who was like, a well-respected Christian man, and then there was a twist where he was actually a bad guy working with all these Yakuza people, and then he whipped out his Japanese at one point. And I was just like, that is so cool. Since when could this white guy just speak Japanese like that? I want to do that.
Yeah.
Except how cool would it be if it was a black guy doing it? Yeah, that's how bored I was. And so I started to learn just a few words because my mom had a few Japanese friends. So I was just like, let me try practice on them or impress them. Just as a surprise, And then I was just like, Watashi no namae wa Ricchaardo desu. And then they were just like,
The bar is so insanely low.
so low. But to me, at the time when I heard that, I was like,
Hell
I
yeah.
must be a prodigy or something. Like, I should keep doing this. Like, this is what I was meant to do, clearly.
To speak Japanese.
Exactly. So that's why I just kept studying. I was just like, I genuinely just liked the attention. I kept studying. And then I started to get better. And that the satisfaction within that was just like, oh, wow, I might actually be able to learn this language for real, kind of thing. And then I kind of got into like Japanese music. I found some music that I kind of enjoyed, and then the food, and then it kind of came afterwards.
What artists do you like?
No.
I like rock music, and I like a genre called math rock. It's a little bit, it's a little bit niche, but so like rock music. I first got into One OK Rock or One Ok Roku.
Love.
And then My First Story, I don't know if you've heard of those guys. Yeah, My First Story. So the lead singer of My First Story is One OK Rock's brother. Yeah. So he's type
He
of
got
brother.
married to an actress recently.
Oh, did he? Wait.
One
who?
OK Rock no人ね。
Is that One Ok Rock? But I
Not
thought it was
the
the
band
brother.
guy?
I thought it was
the brother.
I thought the brother got married to the.
Ooh, I didn't even know.
Damn, I don't know. I'm getting jumbled
But
up.
maybe. But yeah, I love rock music. And then my favorite math rock band is Trico or Toriko. Toriko, yes, they're like an all-female band, like really talented musicians.
Wow.
Yeah. So I use them a lot in my skits. Actually, like not so much recently, but when I was blowing up a couple years ago, there was one particular song called QFF. And if you guys Google it or YouTube it, you'll instantly recognize it because I used to use it for all my skits.
Really?
Yeah. So people associate that song with my
Oh
skits.
my god, that's like the biggest like fan.
Yeah.
Fan behavior.
So yeah, if you watch my videos, if you've been watching it for the last few years, you recognize the song
Oh, nice.
for sure.
What made you? I mean, so you learned Japanese and then you did all that, but then what made you like be like, okay, like I want to live here and like I want to like be like pursue comedy here?
That's what that was a funny coincidence because while I was studying Japanese and getting better at the language, I remembered that my granddad lived abroad for his job. And he was stationed in different countries for a few years, and he just happened to be stationed in Tokyo while I was learning Japanese. And I was just like, wait, hold on, does my granddad live in Japan? So I asked my dad, and he was just like, yeah, your dad works, your granddad works for the embassy, for the Angolan embassy in Tokyo. So I asked, like, does he mind if I come and visit him one day? Maybe, just spend time with him? Because I'd never been to Japan at that point. So in 2015, 2016, I was able to go to Japan for the first time, visit my granddad there. And that's when I fell in love with the actual country because I was like, this place is amazing. I have to come back. Like, people are really nice to me. The food's amazing. I tried cowpiss for the first time. Karupis.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, girl. Why? Karupi's.
I was like, was that a part of
Karupis.
the
I knew that was
menu?
gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. Karupis. Tried karupis for the first time.
美味しいよね。
Yeah, and it turns out my granddad was living in this just this massive mansion that they gave to him. Yeah, I'm just like, since when? Like, when was anyone gonna tell me that I just like had a rich granddad that was just living in this like 5-bathroom mansion?
Oh my God.
Yeah, in around not too far from here actually. It was in Setagaya, around Meguro, Setagaya kind of things. It was a really nice area. So 2 years after that, I saved up. For the next 2 years, I saved up, went back to the UK, finished college, worked as a chef for a little bit, saved up a little bit, and then went back to do my working holiday, and then lived with my granddad there for a year. Yeah, and this was before all the comedy stuff. But this is when I was 19. This was a different arc. This was just Ricchaardo trying to escape his religious upbringing, trying to live life for himself and find freedom. Exactly. It was season 1. It really was season 1. So I was actually just a very religious, sheltered Jehovah's Witness kid.
I saw that in one of your clips.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I didn't
So
know that.
yeah, it was very, very intense. My mom is a wonderful person, but it was a very restrictive lifestyle.
What is that specifically?
It's a branch of Christianity, where they're very heavy on preaching and spreading the good news. So they may have come to your door at one point and started talking about will suffering ever end, or is there hope for the future? It's basically kind of like, people will describe it as a doomsday cult, which is basically like the end is coming. You should find your way back to God so that we can live forever on a paradise earth. That's kind of like what
message.
they believe. The message. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I did since I was 2. So basically my whole life. Yeah, they don't celebrate Christmas or birthdays.
Yeah.
No birthdays?
No birthdays. No
blood transfusions either.
No blood transfusions. Yeah. So yeah, you know what I mean? That they're
So when
pretty
it's your
extreme.
birthday, are they like, you were born
It's your
today?
birthday, period.
Basically, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes they don't even mention it. Sometimes it's just like, yeah. So yeah, so I don't really
gone out of that.
Yeah. But sometimes I'll visit just, to say hi to old friends and stuff like that. But even leaving can be a big hassle sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of those ones where like I was never formally baptized, which was lucky for me. But if I had been formally baptized, if I had made the choice to do so, then once I left, I would have been like cut off.
Like left your hometown or something? Like leave your family?
As in like
religion.
stopped practicing. Yeah, stopped practicing the religion. So
Like they couldn't talk to you anymore?
yeah, basically. Yeah. So it can be very difficult
cutthroat,
for certain people. Yeah. But luckily, like because we don't get baptized at birth, you have to make the decision to do it. So while some of my friends decided to get baptized in their teens, I kind of held back. I didn't do it because I was just like, I'm definitely gonna fuck up at some point. So let me just not do it yet. And then I did fuck up, but that means because I never fully committed, I found a loophole.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Great,
So
okay.
that was season 1.
That was season 1.
Yeah.
Season 2, COVID. I started
Exactly.
comedy
Came
career.
back from my working holiday. COVID started not too long after that. I downloaded TikTok because it was the popping up right then, and I was like, but I downloaded it for the purpose of making content.
Okay.
Like I knew that I wanted to, because I saw some people making skits on it, and I'm like, I've always been that kind of performative drama, like wanting to make people laugh, but I never really had an idea or a platform. So I thought TikTok could be a good place to start. This was before Reels and everything. And so yeah, I started making some. My natural comedy style is skits. I don't know why. I just feel like impersonating like person A, person B type comedy is just something that I instantly went to. Not sure why, but I think back in high school, people liked to see me impersonate people. So naturally, I just think that was where my mind went. And I didn't know what I was doing or why, what I wanted my content to be. I just thought, hey, let me try it and do a funny A and B conversation.
Yeah.
So it originally started as relatable British humor. I tried, and the videos did okay. They weren't, anything special, maybe a few thousand views. But once I see, I'd already been to Japan by that point. So I thought, hey, why don't I try and make something Japan related, or at least show people that I can speak Japanese. People might be interested in that. And that's when my stuff started to blow up, because they were just impressed by the fact that I could speak Japanese. And then I thought, hey, why don't I try and tell them some stories, or reenact some crazy things that happened to me in Japan.
Yeah.
Which leads us to our next question. So your skits are based on real people? Some?
Or real interactions.
Yes, real interactions. Momo-chan is an actual person. Yeah.
Oh my god, Momo-chan, if you haven't seen, go to his page and look at the Momo-chan series.
Momo-chan is real. No. She knows. She knows.
You guys are in contact too.
I'm not in contact with her anymore, actually. I don't know where she is. I don't know where she is.
So you dated her. I went on a few dates with her.
We only spoke, actually, because it was, we only had like a little talking stage. But I was still in London at the time, making content. I wasn't living in Japan, so she was in Japan. We connected on Instagram. We spoke for a little bit, had a few FaceTimes, and I was kind of hoping that we would get, once I made the move to Japan, blah 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 blah. But within that 2 weeks, that's what gave me all. That was what gave me all the ammo for my Momo-chan content. While we were talking, I made that Momo-chan video because I thought she would find it funny. She did. She was happy with the fact that it literally got like 1 million views in 24 hours.
24 hours?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, on TikTok. The first ever Momo-chan one, the dating with my ex.
Yeah.
Because it was what I first thought. Like when we first had the FaceTime.
Is that what she sounds like? Were you surprised?
Yeah, kind of. Like obviously it's a bit of an exaggeration, but you can tell that she talks with that flavor.
It's so funny.
Yeah, and I'm like, there's definitely
a
history here.
Yeah.
And it was
I mean?
true. She
definitely.
had dated someone.
100%. Yeah. And that's all she could talk about, actually.
You're like, all right, I see, I smell.
I smell the history. I smell the type. I smell the type.
You're like, I see.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So that's kind of all she was talking about. And it was like, she was not over her ex.
Oh.
Yeah. She was not over her ex. And I was...
Were you a rebound?
That's what I felt like. That's what I felt like, which is what I kind of ended up... That's a conversation we ended up having. So I don't take it personally. I just feel like...
she just wasn't ready.
She just wasn't ready. Because she
Fair.
would first day we spoke, first day I actually got in contact with her. I think I slid, I can't remember who slid in. One of us slid in, but we were both kind of instantly kind of interested in some way, right? And she said, I love you on the first day.
What the hell?
And I was...
And you were like...
Were you not like, oh, that's a lot?
Well, yeah, I was just like, you know what? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Maybe you thought it was like a language barrier kind of thing?
It definitely wasn't a language.
No.
Her English was good enough. Her English was good enough. He said, I love you. And I was just like, well, I will work to get to that point.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's such a nice response.
So that I can, I'd love to get to that point soon. So yeah, let's keep going.
すごい優しいね.
And maybe
I would
not.
have been
Freak
like,
the fuck out. Been like,
I think
whoa.
I'm too good.
ghost.
Oh, you would have ghosted.
Not ghost. I'd have been like, I think this is a little too fast for me.
You would have ghosted.
The truth came out first.
But yeah, that's basically what I didn't want to, I didn't want to hurt her feelings or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she was just like, so you're not going to say it back? She's just like, so you're not going to say it back? And I'm like, yeah, well, in the future, yeah.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's only the first day we've ever spoken, so...
Yeah.
So there's that to consider.
Yeah.
And then... But you could see she was quite unstable in the sense that she'd be very intense, and then she would draw away, in order to protect herself.
Hot and cold kind of thing.
Exactly. So that's kind of where I got the whole Momo-chan hot and cold thing, where she speaks like really kind and sweet in Japanese, and then she switches.
Yeah.
I kind of made her like have that bipolar kind of character because, talking to the original Momo-chan, she would say stuff like, oh, I just want to get married and have kids and have a happy family and blah, 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 blah. And then within the same sentence, she'll be like, actually, I just want the kids. I don't want the dad. I just want the kids.
Okay.
So yeah, she's basically just and I was just there on the FaceTime, just like, okay, cool.
what is happening?
So she was just like, I just want to be a single mom with like a mixed kid and a mixed baby. Like, I don't need a man.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there are Japanese girls who like want a mixed kid
Right.
baby so badly. It's a
You know, they're cute. Yeah,
they're
sure.
cute. Just don't be targeted.
Don't be
I
targeted.
don't like that. If it's a true love story and they have a beautiful mixed baby, I love that for them. But
Right.
when they're like, you mixed baby, I don't want you. I just want the
Give me
baby.
your DNA.
I just want the
I
baby.
just want your DNA. That's like, oh my god.
That's what I was saying. And again, I was trying to understand. I was trying to understand the thought
God,
process.
you're like so much more generous than you should have been.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's not even, we haven't even finished yet.
Oh
There's
my
more.
God.
And then, and every now and again, I would say, something kind, like, because I'll be like, I was in London, right? So I said, looking forward to, getting to know you, spending time with you in person, all that kind of stuff, just genuine,
Because
sweet
at this point,
stuff.
you haven't met each other yet, right? This is all FaceTime.
Exactly. But we were texting and FaceTiming. It was kind of turning into this like long distance situationship.
Yeah.
But this was again only after
Long
a few
distance,
days.
not
It was
a
only
middle
after
situationship.
exactly. And then every time I would say something nice, she would always have her guard up. Because again, she was scared of being hurt again. So when I said something nice, she would be just like, "Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. I don't really care." I would say something nice, like, "Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you." I would say something like, "I'm looking forward to seeing you," and she'd be like, "Oh, okay, whatever. I don't really care." And I'm just like,
Like as a joke?
"No,
It's
it wasn't a joke.
sweet.
It wasn't a joke." And then again, 5 minutes later, she'd come back to being warm and loving and intense again. But I think, again, she got hurt in her last relationship, in her last few relationships. I think she was dating like black military guys or something.
Someone really messed her up then.
100%. Yeah. And then, so we'd be on FaceTime for like 3 hours. And then she'd go on her story and say something like,
Stop.
"Oh, I miss my ex so much.
Stop.
I'm just a weak woman. I just want," and I'm
On
just
her
like,
main?
yeah.
On
Why
the main
would
is
you
crazy.
let her? Why would you continue
Well,
this?
no, I didn't. When I
Okay.
saw that, I think I was just like, because it was only like a few days. Like
right.
wasn't even like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like we
yeah.
weren't committed to each other. We had just been talking,
Yeah.
but it was red flag after red flag after red flag after red flag. And then when she wrote that story, I was just like, okay, this is. I actually said, I think you need a bit more time to heal over, because I was initially interested. I was okay with it. Like again, it was I'd only lost like a week.
Right,
So
right,
it wasn't anything.
Yeah.
And you gained a muse.
Exactly. Exactly.
What a
Exactly.
perfect, it like skyrocketed you.
Yeah. So I think she was a sweet girl, but very confused, very lost.
Right.
Yikes.
Given the circumstances. But thank you, Momo-chan. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Momo-chan.
you. Thank you for again.
Wait, speaking of muse, so then that's one character that always comes up in your skits.
Yeah.
But the other one is like the Sararima.
Salaryman. Yeah. He's not any one particular person.
Okay.
Um,
Because did you ever work in like a corporate setting here?
not a corporate setting. No.
Right?
No.
So like how do you know?
I worked in it's not really the same, but I worked in a ramen shop and I worked in a curry shop. So there was a supervisor who was a little bit, who he definitely had a role to play in how I kind of developed Hashimoto-san. Just like this.
いらっしゃいませのスケとか。
No, there's separately a lot of ramen like
Yeah,
those skits that I do.
Makes sense now.
Yeah.
But no, I think there's just like a combination. Like if you're a foreigner in Japan or you've been in Japan long enough, you will come across these salaryman who have had a few beers or had a few drinks, and now all of a sudden they're really extroverted and they just want to talk to you in an izakaya or something.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
You not? Have you
I
not
don't get that.
You don't get
experienced that?
that? Okay. Yeah, no, if,
Like
clearly,
non sure, but
no, but
not
clearly
like,
he's like a inkya. But as soon as he drinks, he's like more like something just comes out of his shell.
it's a thing. That's a
It's
big
a
thing.
thing.
really.
Especially if you're a foreigner and they'll target you and be like, "Oh, where from?"
And they just want to
I mean,
speak English
and they
so
just want to
bad.
speak English.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's important. That's
Yeah.
important. It's just like, because I was in California 6 months, in Erwin.
They're like bragging, and you're
Exactly. They're
like,
bragging
good
about
for you, dude. Like,
exactly. Like I feel like I've had that conversation over and over and over. So it's just kind of I pulled the inspiration from different
Yeah.
places, but like
and you do the wow, that's how you know English so well.
exactly. うまいでしょ? English. 英語. And then they kind of look back to their colleagues, saying like, you're talking to the black guy.
Look at me.
Yeah. You look like the LeBron James. And then they'll just compare you to a random celebrity that you don't actually look
The
like.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather. That was true. That was an actual.
Really?
It was I was in Hub, that British
Yeah,
hub.
Hub.
This was in 2017 when I was first living here. And a guy just turned to me. He was with a group of friends with a beer in his hand, and he was just like, "Floyd Mayweather."
Just the one black guy that you would probably.
Pointed. And I was just like, yes.
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 Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
That is me.
That
yes,
is me.
thank you.
What else was I supposed to say?
You have been like Jackie Chan, like some Asian
Samurai.
samurai.
I couldn't do that. Samurai.
Is there any what's the most out of pocket thing that someone has said to you in Japan?
Besides that one,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, it was the supervisor at the curry shop. It wasn't anything super crazy, but it was he was trying to be funny. He was being very annoying all day. Like at first, it was really fun, but he's the kind of person that kind of makes the same jokes, and it kind of just got annoying and annoying and annoying.
what kind of jokes?
Just being kind of goofy in a way that kind of very childish, kind of they were just immature jokes or
about you being like a foreigner.
no, not personal jokes.
Oh,
no.
okay.
He was just kind of talking too much.
Yeah.
It was just talking too much. He couldn't really speak English. And he would just kind of poke you sometimes. Be like, "Oh, Ricchaardo."
Oh my god, that's literally middle school humor.
Yeah, dosta no.
Stop.
I'm just
I'd be like, go.
Bro, he was a supervisor in training. He was new.
Thanks.
And then he had been annoying the whole day, and then he poked me again. He was just like, "Nee, Ricchaardo." And he pointed to a brown Labrador outside, and he was just like,
Stop.
"Ricchaardo to onaji iro da ne." And I was just standing there. I was chopping onions, and I was just like, I froze. I was just like,
Oh my god.
"There's no way."
There's no way.
And but I don't know. I don't feel like I was. My Japanese wasn't good enough to educate him in that moment. So I just I didn't say anything. I just kind of brushed it off or whatever. And it was like what he said was not untrue. Yes.
No,
The Labrador was brown. I am also brown.
That's not
A Labrador kind of chocolate brown. Cool. Fair enough.
Not fair
But
enough.
do you think it was malicious or it was truly just
I don't think
Japanese people don't put two and two together with things like that.
right. No, I wouldn't say it was malicious. Honestly, I don't think
it's
it
just
was.
ignorant.
It was just him making a middle school immature joke again. So that was one thing that I remember, and that's I think that was
The
kind
worst.
of again not the worst, but one of the worst things. But I was talking about in terms of Mr. Hashimoto. And kind of how the first ever Mr. Hashimoto video that I made was him also trying to draw comparison, trying to relate to me as a black guy. That's what gave me the idea. So Mr. Hashimoto then became a character where he was trying to say these things in order to kind of acknowledge that I am black and be an ally and Floyd Mayweather, he's
Friday.
Black Friday. Martin Lucifer King. So I think
I'll be your slave.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I belong to
crazy.
you. Payback.
Wild.
So I think that was why I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I actually had a boss that tried so hard to educate himself and went so far to the point where he just ended up saying even worse things because he thought he knew.
Yeah.
So the guy at the curry shop, didn't know any better. But I'm just like, wouldn't it be funny if there was a guy who tried to know better, but actually ended up just being worse? If that makes sense. So I think, it came from him.
I think that's what makes it like endearing though. Like these characters, like well, Momo-chan. I mean, it's funny on its own, but I think the Sararima is like you can't really hate him even if he says like out of pocket things. Because like, I mean, it's coming from the right place, but
I belong to you, man.
So
like
yeah. But a lot of Japanese, I mean, the culture of Japan itself, like there was, you know, the era of like blackface, and people thought that was like a funny comedic thing, and like, but still to this day, I feel like people don't realize like that's really wrong. Like they're just very ignorant with things like that, which I find like that 難しい, because even if you try to like educate them, they're just kind of like, okay, well, you know, they've never experienced racism themselves, probably living in Japan.
I think like it gets really confusing for Japanese people when it comes like cultural appropriation. Like racism is very easy to identify, but like the whole like appropriation versus appreciation, like what do you think about like Japanese people who have like cornrows? Or like
With me,
dreads?
me personally, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
But I don't speak for all black people.
Right.
Yeah. So everyone's going to have a different opinion on it. And I understand why some people don't think that it's, well, especially African Americans will have a more, a stronger opinion about it than I do. Me personally, I do think that it could be, if you look at it from a different perspective, it can be, I mean, it is appropriation in some ways, but sometimes I don't think it has to be that deep, you know. I can see the appreciative value of it, you know. So when I see a Japanese person with dreadlocks or whatever, if anything, I'm somewhat grateful, you know, depending on what their attitude is like. You know, sometimes they genuinely appreciate, sometimes they genuinely just like the culture. Maybe they're interested in it. And in that case, you know, I do feel appreciative about that. And I feel that they are trying to show appreciation in their own way. And then obviously, there are some people that just don't know anything about the culture and they're just trying to be different. And I think people get more offended at that kind of thing. I don't get offended personally. It's just like, I don't know the guy, you do you. I mean, what am I going to do? Like, talk to him on the street and be like, hey, you shouldn't have those dreadlocks. It's like, I don't know the guy. So, I mean, live your life, man. He could be a quarter, he could be 1/8 black for all I know. You know what I mean? There are some people who are mixed. It's like, you know. But it's not that deep for me. I feel like there's more things to be worried about. But that's just me, you know. Again, other people will have other opinions about it, and I respect their opinions too. It's just it doesn't affect me personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
I grew up in college. I went to a liberal arts school, and a lot of people are very like liberal minded, and so my mom came in as like a Japanese course for people to wear kimono and enjoy it. And I mean, she works as a kimono, like kitsuke sensei in Seattle. But so she came in, had all these kimonos ready. You can take pictures or whatever. And my friends did it, I did it. But other people were like, are you sure like that's okay to take a picture wearing a kimono? And I'm like, my mom's like so excited and happy to be like, you know, having all these people wanting to wear it, experience the culture, like know about it. And then there's other people who are like, I don't know if that's like really like culturally appropriate. And I was like, no, it's fine. It's my mom. Just go. It's you know.
I think it would be weird if that workshop was hosted by like a white person, but it's literally your mom.
Literally a Japanese woman.
Some people, some of my friends are like, is this okay, Hannah? And I was like, of course it's okay. Like, you shouldn't be talking. Like,
that is so funny. But I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. It's like,
who cares?
If the person, if the person who the culture comes from is there and says it's okay and is providing the service,
it's okay.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah.
Just take the picture with the kimono. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Do you ever listen to like Japanese hip hop or like that culture? And like, where it gets said a lot in K-pop too, where like it's not blackface, but it definitely is like veering into like the what is it, like the AAVE, like using the type of language or like the accent of like black people and like rap music accent.
Yeah, no, I can see why some people
or like
would...
kind of like throwing up gang sign. There are no gangs here.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you can't throw the Crip sign like in Tokyo.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that is appropriation of some sort. Yeah, I'd say that is appropriation, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it should stop people from creating art. You know what I mean?
Right.
It doesn't. It's not. Again, I don't think it's. It depends on how far they're going. Really, you know.
Like if it's distasteful.
If it's distasteful, if it's kind of memey, or it's you're making fun of it. Like I don't know if you guys remember. I think it was like a year or two ago where a K-pop group did a live stream, and it was
Kiss of Life.
Sure.
Four people.
Right.
Did like
it was like a birthday stream. Birthday stream, and they cosplayed.
Like
yeah, it was like ghetto,
What?
aka black
It was really
people
bad.
theme. So they dressed like black people very heavily. They stereotypical. I think they had fried chicken there.
Oh my god, no, it was really bad.
Yeah,
and they had like English speaking people.
Yeah, they were. They were good, and people were outraged.
Yeah,
you know that was just like, you know.
To make
it was just a little bit
is
too
wild.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's that kind of thing. They weren't making art, they were just simply just making fun or caricaturizing it. Like it was just too much, right? But if you can take inspiration, if we're talking about art and music, and you're taking inspiration from another culture and kind of putting a twist in it and making it your own, I personally think that can be quite a beautiful thing. You know, so yeah, if they're kind of using some black, if they're speaking in a quote unquote more black way, or rapping in a particular way, having a certain kind of makeup in a way that's not too crazy or extreme, or they're mixing it up with part of their own culture, I think that's cool. You know, and I think I mean, again, I'm not necessarily in the majority in the way that I think, but I think that's somewhat. I mean, it's because of the content that I make. It's basically the combination of being black in Japan. I imitate Japanese people too. I've learned the language, and I've kind of made it my own art as well. You know what I mean? So I think I can see it from that perspective.
Yeah.
So I'm not too touchy about it. I think if we all just kind of stop taking things a little too seriously, we can actually laugh a little bit more. Yeah.
I think it's like the whole like punching up versus punching down.
Yeah.
Like comedy does so well when you're punching up, but then when it's like when it kind of feels like you're punching down, it's like distasteful. It's like, oh, like, do you have to go that far? Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a whole comedic concept actually. Like I did a little stand-up course a couple years ago, and they did talk about like if you want to be you need to be likable to some degree so that the audience can actually feel comfortable laughing at your jokes. So if you're basically a fully abled cis white male, then if anything, you have a harder job of trying to make people laugh without punching down. And if you are going to punch down on people who are in LGBTQ or disabled or a minority or women, exactly, then you have to do it really well. It has to be very clever. Like the punchline can't be, oh, but she was a woman, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're black, or if you're like disabled and black and LGBTQ and female, then you can make fun of whoever the hell you want, kind of thing, and it will be punching up. So it makes it a lot easier to make those kind of edgy jokes about race, culture, sexuality, and you can get away with it. So that's what I find quite interesting. So I feel like the reason why I'm able to make the jokes that I make, it helps that I'm black. If a white person did it, I feel like it could be funny. Personally, I'm just like, if it's funny, it's funny. But yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why I've been able to kind of get away with it, because again, it's kind of like punching. It's a level playing field, if you know what I mean. I feel like I'm a racial minority, you're a racial minority, so it doesn't necessarily feel like I'm punching down on anyone. It's just kind of sharing my experience going to Japan as a black person, So I think it's kind of, I don't know. I think it's fair game. It's fair game. Yeah.
Interesting. I want to steer to the off topic, but like kind of dating.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that too.
And like dating in Japan.
Okay.
Well, first of all, are you single?
I am single.
Okay. Do you use like how do you meet people? How is it different from, back home in UK?
Okay.
Like Tokyo dating in general.
Okay. So I'm newly single. I think I'll put that out there. I'm newly single, so I've been single for about a month now.
Okay.
Damn.
And yeah, so
You
this
good? Are you okay? 1 month is really...
I am fine.
Okay,
when I met you guys, the day I met you at Sweet Revenge, it was like 3 days after the breakup. Yeah.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah. So
That's why you were out.
Yeah. You're like,
I
need to go out.
I need to
See
get
my
myself out
girls.
there.
put my hair back. Live life for myself. You know.
Live, laugh, love.
No, I'm okay. I'm actually fine. I'm actually kind of this is the first time I'm single in Tokyo as Ricchaardo. I was in because before I blew up on social media, I was in Japan and I was single, but I was not on social media and I didn't have the same kind of presence as I do now. So things are a little bit. I'm actually only a month in finding my feet as Ricchaardo, single Ricchaardo, if that makes sense. Yeah. So how do I? So I don't use dating apps. Don't use dating apps. I decided I didn't want to go down that route this time around because
I feel like you're too well known for that.
Yeah.
that was one of the reasons. Yeah, because there was a time when I was single in London and I've had people match me just to say that they've seen my videos and then unmatch.
Oh.
And I'm like, this is
Waste
not
of time.
good for my mental health.
Yeah,
I matched. Well, I liked that person because I was attracted to them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they like me back. Oh no, they didn't really. They just liked my video. Exactly. And also, like you said, everyone in Tokyo, all foreigners in Tokyo, basically know who I am. So I feel like, I don't know, something. It doesn't necessarily mean I shouldn't use dating apps, but there's something about that feels weird. Like just being on there and having everyone know.
It feels unfair a little bit.
You had this experience.
I did, yeah. Even as a fucking micro content creator, like I got on Bumble. There's a feature where I think if you're like a paid member, then you can send messages even before matching.
Oh.
So that like in hopes that they'll match with you.
Okay.
And I got a message where it was like, because I made a video about Fetty Wap and how I thought Fetty Wap is hot.
I saw that. That is
and it's true.
Problematic.
I will have no Fetty Wap slander in my house.
She loves Fetty Wap.
I can tell.
I think he's fine.
I was thinking about that. I was in the shower actually. I was just like, wait, did she say Fetty Wap? Because his eye is missing.
No, that's a plus.
But I'm saying that it doesn't deter.
Doesn't deter. Okay.
Like she genuinely thinks he's
very handsome.
Okay, yeah. You could be objectively
it's not
handsome
because of
and
his,
then have a missing eye.
Yeah,
but I genuinely feel like it's because he's missing an eye.
Well, you know what?
you really
we'll
think
never
about
know
it.
because I only know him with the missing eye.
てかそこじゃないからthat's the point of this story.
Anyways, what was I saying?
Bumble.
So Bumble, yeah. So someone messaged me. Got to get away there.
Starstruck by.
And they're like, oh, like, do you want to talk about Fetty Wap or some shit like that?
No. People been like, I've seen you before,
So.
on my, reels, and you're like, fuck.
I mean, clever opening, sure, but like, I don't want to match with you now.
Right.
It's weird.
Is it weird because he already knew you? Or is it
think it's
weird because of
both.
what he said?
I think both.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Fetty Wap thing, I mean, maybe if you was really interested, I could share opinions. But no, yeah, I kind of felt like weird because it's my first time now to like to be a little bit known in like a certain community. And then for them to know me, but then for me to not know them.
Yeah.
Like,
Weird feeling.
yeah. That's why I not to, extrapolate, but I was like, oh, like, I wonder if this is what it feels like to be famous. Like, to be like a celebrity, like to have so many people know you, but like you don't know anyone. Then like, of course it makes sense for celebrities to date celebrities. Because then it's a level playing field again, I think. Because at least like you all kind of know each other. Do you ever feel that way? Like, would you ever date another content creator, like influencer?
I definitely would, but I don't feel like that's necessarily what I'm looking for.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Not in particular. Like I don't consider myself to be I don't know. I don't think that, I'm a content creator or everyone knows who I am, so I should date someone who everyone knows who they are, kind of thing. I'm sure it could be cool, like a power couple, like, Brangelina type shit. Yeah, sure. But I think personally I'm more of I have that kind of I'm very down to earth. So if I can find someone, I'm also very open to dating someone who's just not in that circle, just a regular person. You know what I mean? And I think that I relate more to people who are kind of more down to earth. I've noticed that I'm a little bit different from people who are in the same sphere. You know what I mean? Like they're out all the time. They're always, vlogging their lives, putting stuff on stories, and it's just very high. I'm just kind of like a little bit more reserved in that sense. So I think a more low-key girl might actually just go with my personality better. But but also they don't necessarily one of the reasons why my last relationship ended, it was multiple reasons of just like kind of incompatibility for the future, but she was so low-key and so normal that she didn't feel like we were headed in the same way, because my dream is to be an amazing performer and be more famous than I am now. Whereas she wanted to live like a quiet Christian life. She decided she just wanted to go back to Christianity. And so she was like, how can I explain to my family and my Christian friends that my husband or, my fiance or whatever makes, pussy jokes in Japanese, prances around the internet, and flirts with other girls dressed as a Japanese salaryman. You know what I mean? I'm just like, that sounds hilarious. But also, I'm sorry that you have to feel that way. So, you know what I mean? So I feel like dating someone who's on the same level or in the same sphere, they get it. Actors dating other actors, kissing another person on screen for the show or for the acting, that kind of thing. Like if it's a regular girl who's not in the acting scene, they might just be uncomfortable seeing their partner kissing someone else, even if it is for a movie. So I think one of the reasons I did read I was on Threads the other day, and people were wondering the question was like, why do people date other celebrities? Why do celebrities date other celebrities? And I think it's just because they have so much in common that they kind of understand
without having to explain it all.
Exactly. Exactly. So
do you ever get like DMs from like regular people, like asking like, hey, like, do you want to go on a date with me? Or like, are you I'm interested?
Not as much as people might expect. Like, I know I'm sexy, but it doesn't happen often. Not from necessarily, and when it does happen, sometimes it's a nice surprise, but they're not always my type, or I'm not necessarily always attracted to them. So I do always appreciate it. I might respond with a thank you or whatever. Because I do respond to most of my DMs actually. But
what's your MBTI?
MBTI. What was it again?
Wait, I want to.
Are you an E?
Yeah, I think you're E.
I'm actually
an I.
An I.
Really?
Yeah, 49%. It's like almost half and half.
Okay.
Yeah, this was in COVID though, so I need to take another one.
Yeah,
this was like 6 years ago. Yeah. INFP.
Aren't you INFP?
No, I'm INTP.
INTP.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a feeler. I'm a thinker.
I'm a feeler.
Yeah, I like to feel it.
Yeah. No, you're kind of similar to both of us because she's ENFP.
I'm ENFP.
She's the E version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you very extroverted or mildly extroverted?
I'm pretty extroverted.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think COVID made me more introverted for sure. And I can do both. I can turn it on when I need to as a performer.
Oh, same, yeah.
Yeah, but naturally, I think I'm more likely to be rather than actively participate in conversation, and rather I'm more likely to just kind of listen. Yeah.
Damn, then to be like naturally introverted, but then to go up and do like stand up, which is very I think like extroverted activity, because you have to also do like crowd work a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that like a leap of courage a little bit?
100%. Yeah. Like I procrastinated it for like 2 years.
Oh, really?
But I have an internal need to want to perform. So it's like something that I actually overcame in order to do it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, if I want to be a performer and I want to, you know, I just have to suck it up and do it kind of thing. So yeah, naturally introverted. People are really surprised to hear that, actually, especially when I go out on dates. If I go out on a date or whatever, and I'm texting them and then we meet, then they're like really shocked, because they think they're expecting basically Momo-chan. They're expecting.
I do feel like you have this like calming energy that you don't really like through obviously the clips. You're more like but when I meet you in person, you're a little bit more like chill.
Exactly.
But like also, I could tell you're an extroverted introvert. Introverted extrovert.
I feel like a lot of creatives kind of tend to be that way though. Like there's a persona that you can see and it feels like on TV or whatever too. Yeah. But then like when you meet them in real life, like they're very soft spoken or like they're like a lot more calm.
Yeah. I feel like it's an expression of, I think Momo-chan is the person that I wish I was. Momo-chan is who I wish I could be, who I want to be.
Momo-chan, 大好き.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I think, you know what I mean? It's like a part of me that no one gets to see because, you know, she's courageous. She doesn't take any shit. She's loud, unapologetic. I'm very unapologetic. I'm quiet, you know, even in times where I probably shouldn't be so quiet. And it's just like, you know, I think we all need a little bit of Momo-chan within ourselves.
Honestly, yeah. What would Momo-chan do?
What would Momo-chan do? Whoa.
Yeah. What would Momo-chan do?
Literally, yeah. But honestly, yeah, I was not aware of the difference between people's expectations and who I actually am. So when I first started to, it was like a little bit of growing pains, actually, like an adjustment period. Because at first I felt like I was disappointing people. When I was in London a few years ago, I was single and I was going out with people. I kind of felt like, I don't know if it was in my head, but I kind of felt like people were almost disappointing, or I felt their facial expression kind of change when they saw that my energy was kind of just flat and calm, and you know, I was just being myself. But they expected something else, and it was just like, damn, am I not delivering? Do I need to adjust something? Is it wrong? Am I boring? Am I just not? You know what I mean? Yeah. So
I feel like that could be like good, like gap.
Now I'm starting to appreciate it. But back then, when it was my first ever experience, like dealing with, you know, being popular on the internet, I started to feel like I was being perceived wrong. And no matter what I did, I wasn't good enough. People liked Ricchaado that they saw on the screen, but when it was me in person, like the real me, it couldn't live up to that.
I see.
Otherwise, I'd have to change myself completely to be the Ricchaado that they expected. So the immature me was just thinking that I should be what they expect. Yeah. And then it took me a few years to kind of get more comfortable with who I actually am, and be comfortable with, see the value in the fact that there is a gap.
I think, not to me directly, but to Hannah, some people will be like, oh, like Stacey is like not as mean as she is like on her videos. Like she's like so nice. Like
but that's because like when we're talking, our podcast is very like,
I just have mean takes. I'm not mean though.
She's not a mean person, you guys. She just says it how it is, very black or white. Whereas I think I'm the other very opposite too.
So it makes you look so good.
It's like a huge like difference. But then when a lot of people meet her in person, they're like,
she's not scary.
Oh my gosh, she's not scary. Like,
yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, her type is Fetty Wap. So.
I
you know, it's
what can I
pretty.
say?
Well,
It
she
is
has a lot of different types.
I do.
So.
I have a very diverse portfolio of crushes.
portfolio.
Yeah. Just like
Damn.
investments, you know,
Yes,
you
yeah.
gotta.
Investments.
diversify.
Exactly. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Honestly,
This basket
yeah,
is-
because you never know when someone gets married, someone has nitzai, like, you never know. You gotta make sure you always have one on the back burner.
back burner. Wow. Okay, cool.
Do you have a type?
That's a good question. I wouldn't say I have a specific type.
Okay.
You know,
Japanese people love asking, type なんですか?
type. Yeah, like when you say
love
type,
it.
what do you mean? What do you
gotta-
mean? Are you talking about personality or
It can be
looks
anything. It
wise?
can be anything.
I've definitely realized that I'm attracted to cheeks.
Cheeks.
Cheeks, yes.
Or cheeks?
Face on well, face to face.
Cheeks or cheeks?
Everyone loves a bit of cheeks,
I
but kind of like rounder, squeezable cheeks.
I've never heard that. That's new.
but like, Nihon, they want like pochari ke.
Yeah, so not necessarily pochari. They don't have to be
Okay.
pochari, but if they have a little bit of, I don't know, almost like
Like squeezable.
soft. If they have soft. I like soft faces and soft cheeks. So sometimes they might have slightly, you know,
Like the puni puni.
kind of
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So you don't like the, not
Like-
like the Bella Hadid, like snatched.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm not attracted to women who look
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
feel like naturally
Like kawaii.
it's what I'm drawn to almost. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's also a thing. Like cute, like kawaii or kireke, which is what they ask. Like, do
Yeah.
you like the cute or do you like kind of the beauty? Like,
yeah, and I'm honestly open to both, but I feel like the women that I actually start to feel something for, or like the woman that kind of like, it could be like, oh, that woman's really hot, you know?
Yeah.
But then the woman that kind of makes me feel like, oh my god, I feel like it happens to be the more rounder faced kind of.
oh, then you're in the right place. Tokyo is full of girls like that. There are not a lot of snatched Bella Hadids in Tokyo.
Snatched Bella Hadid. But
There's
no,
a lot of girls with cheeks.
but I appreciate those as well. I really do.
Yeah.
Do you care if they speak English or Japanese or both?
Bit of English would be good, just because my Japanese isn't super fluent. So it depends on what we're doing. Actually, you know, if it's just casual, you don't have to speak a word of English. You know,
We don't even have to talk.
we don't even have to talk. There's other ways we can communicate. But if we're talking about, you know, something more long term, something more serious, being able to talk English is important, at least, especially if we're talking about maybe dating a Japanese
Right.
person. The culture is already very different, you know, and I've already, you know, had, you know, cultural differences and issues in a relationship with girls who could speak English, let alone, you know, with a girl who can't speak English or maybe doesn't understand anything about my culture. It's just going to be even harder.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
even Hannah doesn't date a lot of Japanese guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I'm also, you know, I'm born and raised in the States.
Right.
So I never dated like a fully Japanese guy before.
Like no English type
No.
of.
Yeah. But I've only dated guys who can speak English, no one with like full on Japanese. So then when I came here, I experienced someone who can speak both English and Japanese, and I was like, oh my god, it's so much easier.
Right.
Dating is so much easier when they can understand, kind of already have a, you know, background culture of Japan and America at the same time, like both. It's not something I ever always was like wanting, but when I experienced it, I was like, it's so easy to like date someone who knows both.
Exactly.
But again, just like a preference, it's not something like I'm like desperate in, you know. But I don't think I could go for a fully Japanese guy. I don't think I can do that.
Any particular reason why?
One, I'm just not
Not
attracted.
This is how we differ.
Yeah.
Because I'm more attracted to guys who are like Japanese.
And I'm not at all. Like I have this image of Japanese guys being like a little bit more timid, less like, you know, doesn't really lead.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm more like vocal about things, and I come off in Japan like strong, like too strong,
Right.
too out there, too outgoing. And I don't like that. That's what they see me as. Yeah.
Because you're just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
Just a girl.
I'm just a girl. And then but I think you're more Japanese mindset in that. way.
Yeah. I don't know, but I mean, I would be open to people who spoke both, but I mean, this is an overgeneralization, but like the people who are bilingual come from very like particular backgrounds. Like if it's like the case of like me and Hannah where they like actually lived abroad, that's like more relatable. But for people who like grew up in like international schools here, like that is like already you're kind of put in a place of privilege, and like I feel like I can't really relate to that on like a dating sense. Like friends, like it's totally fine. I have a lot of friends who went to like international schools, who lived elsewhere, whatever, boarding schools. But when it comes to dating, it's like, oh shit, like your dad owns a Rolls Royce. Oh, so like you have 5 siblings and they all went to private school.
Yeah.
All right. I went to public school all my life.
Yeah.
But sure.
Loser.
I mean,
Yeah, no, me too.
we're getting really close for this episode to be way too long. So let me wrap it up. But I wanted to ask, I mean, you've kind of built your own career here, like out of all the things that you do. It's not like one thing that you do, but is there any advice that you would give to aspiring content creators / comedians who like want to make it in Japan?
I would honestly just say make the videos. Make the videos and see, make videos in any way that, with any content that you find funny or interesting. If you don't know what your niche is, I'd say just post a few different things and see which ones do best or which ones you find most interesting to make. And then something will eventually spike up. So the algorithm will pick up something. You will do something right by mistake or just without realizing it. And then once that video, you know, you might get a few thousand views on your first few videos, maybe even a few hundred. But once that one video that gets a few thousand or maybe 10K or 15 or 20, then what you need to do is just try and replicate that or ask yourself why it did well. Was it a particular, why was it funny? Why do people find it cute? You know, maybe it's a joke or a phrase that you said. So like, I have a few phrases that you know I just kind of chucked in, like Mr. Hashimoto, you know, like maybe no, and for standing together for Floyd Mayweather, all that kind of stuff. And really, I just kind of said them like once, just for the skit. But people will tell you what they liked about your video in the comments a lot of the times. If they liked we will stand together for Floyd Mayweather, you can just use it again in the next video, and then it could become a catchphrase, something that people wait for. And then you can eventually, you could put it on a t-shirt and it could become merch.
Or get featured in a newspaper.
Today? Was that out today?
Yesterday. Well, it was on Tokyo Time or Japan Times.
Where's the newspaper?
It's right here.
It's just in between that.
No, behind.
In between the arm and the wall. Japan Times.
Hey,
Yes.
Crazy.
That is me, right below the racist prime minister.
I mean, there's a bigger picture though, right?
Yeah, on page 11.
How does it feel? Did you get anyone who was like, I read the newspaper and I saw you?
Not yet. It's only been one day. But we'll see.
You're still holding out.
Oh my god, huge.
Hey.
Is that not massive?
Hey.
That's crazy.
Look at me.
Look at me.
I'm right there.
Oh
On the newspaper. And I'm still broke. How is man on the newspaper, the Japan Times? Front page. Behind the racist prime minister, yeah?
Pop off.
And what? Yeah? The Instagram AI, yeah? Instagram AI summarized my account, yeah? They said Ricchaardo TV is a talented individual. His net worth is $2 million.
Hey! Is that
$2 million where?
2 million?
2 million where? Is that how much I'm supposed to be earning? And you know what pisses me off? After my comedy show, yeah?
Oh my god.
Someone came up to me and be like, hey man, you know that Japanese tuition service that you're promoting, like Ricchaado Academy? Is that real or is that a joke?
You're like, I need it.
What do you mean is that a joke? The tuition service, aka my primary source of income that I've been promoting for 3 years is a joke, yeah? It's a joke to you. What kind of a question is that?
Yeah, that's wild.
Is it a joke? Thank you for coming to the show, by the way, but are you stupid? That's why man's in the newspaper, not making no bread. Because people think I'm a joke. Pissing me off, man.
You know what? After this, you might pop off.
I know, you never know. Maybe this is the year that you hit 2 mil.
Ricchaardo, 2 million. That's how much I should be making.
Hey.
That's what I'm telling you. That's how much I should be making. Don't put me on the front page of the newspaper, yeah? Don't stop me in Shibuya every 5 seconds, and I'm not making no money. I'm gonna start charging for pictures.
True.
As you should.
Do you understand? I'm gonna start charging for pictures because this is ridiculous.
Wait, so did they tell you, like, did they interview you?
They interviewed me, yeah. I thought it was just gonna be for an online blog.
Duh.
I didn't know it was gonna be out on the newspaper like as well. I just kind of ruined the newspaper now.
It's okay, we can get more.
But
what do you want to do?
For sure.
But this is the year. This is the year.
This is definitely
manifest. The year. This is just the beginning.
It's just an injustice. It's an injustice.
Content creators.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I thought content creators make bank.
There we go. And I should be. I should be making bank. And as someone with a British account, I don't make any videos from Reels. I don't make any money from Reels.
Oh, I mean, we don't either. And we're
you don't, right?
Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. Instagram.
It sucks.
There's a lot of opportunity. Honestly, there is a lot of opportunity. Ricchaardo Academy has popped off at one point, but it's first time business owner, first time entrepreneur. It can go up and down. So right now we're in a down period kind of thing. So looking for more students. Ricchaardo Academy is real. It's not a joke.
Go to his. It's on our Instagram, right?
Yes,
it's all linked. If you go on his Instagram.
Yeah. It's all linked. So if you want to learn Japanese, we curate towards beginners, and it's really fun. We teach you like some interesting and very useful words. Kyokasho words.
Exactly. Textbook words.
Yeah. Which is honestly the type of Japanese you should be learning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what anakyodai means?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's on lesson 3.
I didn't know it was that type of Japanese. I don't know how often you need to use that either.
Listen.
I don't know, but I'll research it later.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh yeah, this is my friend. Tomodachi desu. Anakyodai desu.
Oh no.
What?
Well, it is very common.
Oh my god.
Very common.
So this article is picking up, your stand-up at the Tokyo Comedy Club?
Yes. So, I've been doing...
We're gonna fix that later.
I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
So it's basically an article about my transition from online to real life comedy, basically. So,
where do you have these stand-up comedies?
I'm often at Tokyo Comedy Bar, which is Tokyo Comedy Bar. Yeah, it's very, very popular for English stand-up. And then I'll do a few other little shows with Green Jacket Comedy sometimes, and loads of other smaller shows. So I've been refining my content and my stand-up material for the last couple months, but a lot of that is open mic stuff. It's just refining, so you don't get paid for that. But korekara, I'm gonna be on more shows, headlining, so can actually start like making money from it and all that. But yeah,
you have a show coming up.
Have a show coming up. Yes, I do. Thank you for remembering. 10th of March, 7:30, Tokyo Comedy Bar. It's a Lolzen translation, so it's stand-up comedy about living in Japan, funny aspects about learning Japanese. So basically, it's right up my street. Just the content that I kind of make online, but in stand-up form, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
But I will be as Ricchaardo. It's not character work. It's not Momo-chan or Mr. Hashimoto.
Right.
Yeah, it's myself.
Nice.
And maybe you'll go on tour one day.
Oh, 100%. That's what we're working towards. By next year, I think it's looking possible. Yeah.
Because I know a lot of comedians who perform at that bar who regularly go on tour now.
Yes,
because their stand-up popped off from
100%. Yeah. So, I'm the next big thing. Big thing out of there.
That's you heard it here first.
Yeah,
2 mil this year.
2 mil net worth. Don't take the piss, Instagram. 2 mil where? But that's how I know. That's where I should be.
Yeah, so that's your worth.
That's my worth.
Let's manifest.
Yeah, let's manifest it. Exactly.
All right, I think we should wrap it up here. It's a really long episode.
Is it really? Have we really been talking
it's
for that long?
It's one of our longest.
How long have we been talking for?
Like an hour 10.
Hour 10? Okay, that's not bad.
That's okay.
Yeah, but it was. I think this is a really good one. Really good conversations. It was nice knowing more about you too.
For sure.
I got the exclusive take on Momo-chan and Hashimoto-san's
The background
of these muses. And please check out his. We'll link everything and all of the things that we post here. But yeah.
All right. Well,
Thanks
thank you.
watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
See you in the next one.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.